Oh, hi, the people.
Hello.
It is us. It is Monday, and it is time for some technology. Uh,
Yes.
Today is going to be a little bit of a lower powered show, I guess, because we're both kind of under the weather, a little bit sick. But as you can probably tell from our voices, maybe. But
hmm
but I think I'm not. I'm the healthier guy for
hmm
this week, even.
Yeah, I can't really tell anything from your voice. You sound pretty normal to me.
Yeah, it's.
Um,
I can feel it, but yeah, it's the voice is
yeah.
still. Yeah, I'm also not like completely. Yeah, you have it pretty much worse than me. So
hmm
anyhow,
But
but
it's also not that bad. It's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
a serious
Plenty of
like a
fluids and
flu or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
How has been the week otherwise?
Um, let me see. I mean, yeah, I've been sick since like I want to say
Oh, it's a longer.
Friday.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I guess Friday is when I like felt it a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit, but I thought it
yeah.
was like yeah.
Lådesvälm. Good morning. Thank you for what was the
Hello. Oh,
City Skylines?
right.
What was the game that you had to pause because of us? Or last time at least?
Yeah.
or workers of Soviet Republic, workers and resources, Soviet Republic. Was this the one that you had to pause right now? Anyway,
Hmm.
oh, what?
Um,
Oh, jeez. Yes, okay, but that may means also maybe some fun things like gaming and stuff.
I didn't take sick leave.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably just gonna power through it.
Mm.
I
Ah,
was working Friday and Saturday because,
of course.
yeah, well, I was already scheduled, so uh, got double pay on Friday, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did have a day off yesterday, so yesterday I think I was the most sick so far. So I guess
Ooh.
now it's getting better
Okay. Okay.
today. And I was supposed to go to the immigration today, but I decided to reschedule in two
That's
weeks.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling good about that decision because like I was not in the mood in the morning today to go to the police.
Yeah.
So going on the 5th of May.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. Easter happened.
Yeah.
We didn't really do anything. No eggs in
Yeah.
this apartment.
Yeah. Well, since we have kids, we it's kind of mandatory to do eggs now, I guess, because we did a full on like egg hunt in our garden and stuff. Yeah.
Ooh,
Hiding
fun.
eggs. They had to find them, and yeah, they had to
Hmm.
paint them. They had to find them. They had to eat them. Yeah.
Is this how you got a little bit sick or?
I don't know actually. Maybe I was a little bit underdressed maybe for the weather. I was
Hmm.
kind of too optimistic. I guess maybe I don't know,
Yeah.
but
The weather is kind of sneaky right now.
also I would say, describe myself as half sick. Also, I'm not like completely like. Uh, anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
but it has been a interesting week nevertheless. Okay, my week, I don't know. Yeah, again, kids Easter hunt, I guess we there's uh yeah, we didn't do any Jesus stuff, I guess, because technically this is also the something Jesus risen from the grave, something. I should have dressed up as a Jesus and
Primarily, yeah.
came out of a cave or something and I'm alive or something and teach the younglings some religion or something.
Traumatize
Yeah.
traumatize children with crucifixions and resurrections.
Yes.
I mean, 4 years old is sounds like about the correct time to do that. Four and what 1 and a little bit
Yeah.
year old
I mean,
sounds like perfect time to
Yeah,
to do that.
gotta teach them young just to. Otherwise, you have some kind of I don't know, Anakin moment that somebody's coming from for the younglings or something. You have to be ready. Anyway, I sowed a clover. Says Lord of the Film. Do you mean like what is a clover? Do you mean some kind of a sewing a clover? 4-leaf clover.
You know those like things.
Those like things. I see. This is
the Irish things.
Ristic. Yeah.
The leprechaun things.
I guess. Okay.
Oh, there's red clover. I didn't know there was red clover.
Red clover. What is a?
I guess it's the same but red.
For green fertilizer. Okay. You did that, Lodsville, I guess. Anyway, shall we dive into the week of the technology? Because, oh boy. If you were thinking like Trump had, this was the final number that Trump was putting up, 145, then I guess you haven't met Trump or something. You don't know what he's capable or something. So, yeah, again, speaking of last week, basically the guy changing his mind every like half an hour or something. So we are officially up to 245% tariffs to China. So, yeah. I mean, will this last? Will he change his mind after 2 hours? Who knows? But yeah, this is the new number, I guess. This is not. They haven't specified, but as far as I can tell from this statement, it's not on everything now. Somehow, but again, we are dealing with a person whose attention span is like it's measured in minutes. So yeah, who knows what this means, and who knows. So again, the 2nd of May is where this is like going into effect technically. So there's still technically 1.5 weeks until this is like finalized, kicked in, or maybe completely dropped, or maybe China will buy US. Who knows at this point? Nobody knows. Anyway, maybe the world will explode also. Those tariffs
at
are...
this point.
So, but yeah, new bigger number. So the number came up to me with tears in his eyes. Big, strong number. He told me, "You are the greatest president of ever."
Yeah. I mean, at this point, they may as well just embargo each other, right? I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure that at this level of tarification,
yeah,
trade kind of loses its purpose.
Yeah,
it becomes kind of pointless.
Yeah, so there isn't a product that is like
worth it
at this point. Basically, when you slap a 245% tariff on stuff, like what? Again,
I wonder if Trump has like undiagnosed ADHD or something.
Oh, probably.
He seems to have changed his mind very often.
But my doctor said I'm the most healthy individual of ever, and
yeah, that's true.
This is the yeah.
Doctors did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And physically.
Yeah. With
so I guess that rules out ADHD.
And there was even like I didn't include it, but because of like a ChatGPT measured his vitals, what they actually said, like what those numbers are, and the vitals are basically if you put all the numbers together, it's basically a bodybuilder athlete numbers basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Which is what he is, right?
yeah, honestly,
Bodybuilder. He just
yeah.
like wears like a couple kilograms of extra like padding to like appear more,
Human
like
like.
human like, yeah, more regular looking, 70 whatever years old, but underneath he's 100% muscle.
Yeah.
He strikes me as someone who gets very excited about something very quickly and then kind of abandons it like 3 minutes later, and then when something doesn't quite go the way that he wants, he just kind of like whatever dismisses it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean it's unfortunate that it's going to be so detrimental to, well, primarily Americans,
Yeah.
right?
Here it is. Trump physical results virtually impossible. Usually only seen in elite bodybuilders. Those numbers that the doctor showed from Trump. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Well, nobody really believes that those results were
yeah,
genuine and
I
actual,
mean,
right?
sure, yeah.
Um,
Oh yes.
but it's fascinating to observe, like in real time, the the collapse. I guess not really collapse, but like erosion, I guess, of American exceptionalism.
Yeah.
That of course Trump believes, obviously, because he's American, and I think that this is something that, or like a disease that all Americans have, regardless of their political inclinations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, so I would say that a lot of probably liberals in America also believe that, like, if trade war starts happening, America against everyone else, then America will obviously emerge victorious because it couldn't be any other way, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the greatest nation on earth.
Uh,
But I feel
yeah.
like
Oh, sorry. Where is this picture? I think I saw some kind of a picture because Trump said his body fat is also 4.8%, and
hmm,
yeah. This is the picture that I saw.
which goes to
Chris
the
Chris
case.
Hemsworth in this picture, by the way, has body fat of like 10%,
Yeah,
and Trump has like 4.8.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this
So
goes back to what I said, right? I mean, he just wears padding to conceal his, incredible physique.
yeah, like this is anyway. I don't
I
want
mean,
to talk about
it's impressive.
yeah this guy too much, but yeah, this is anyway. New tariff number bigger. Yes, good. All right, but let's talk about
Mhm.
some actual things that are going on. American shoppers are flocking to Chinese app as the trade war hits home.
Yeah.
Fun fact, yeah. DHgate, Alibaba, and Taobao have been popping out in the US App Store, like on top of the charts. So these are the very much Chinese marketplaces. So they
Hmm.
basically what they are doing is because there are so many middlemen who are like selling uh, even some luxury brands, which are like which one was it? Yeah, Lululemon and Hermes handbags, which are like made in China, by the way, and not like in whatever Italy or something. And some people have figured this out, and they are going straight to the source basically with these apps,
Mm.
with the Chinese apps. So they are like trying to minimize the amount of money that they have to pay basically. So because
Hmm.
people are desperate right now to get their luxury brands still shipped in before all the shitstorm hits.
Now would be a good time for China to embargo US
Oh yeah.
and be like, nope, all the orders that you placed,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
happening.
yeah. The money is here, but I'm sorry, you won't get your bag or Hermes bag or something
And
because
not even that. I would probably just return the money as well.
yeah, okay,
Just be like,
yeah.
I mean, you see how in demand Chinese market is, or Chinese like products are in the US,
Yeah.
and just like try to show Americans what life would be like without uh the access, right,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
those.
yeah, yeah. So and Taobao also. So Taobao is then at number 9 right now in US, which is I'm pretty sure this is like even completely in Chinese, even if you go there.
Mm-hmm.
But at least the other ones have like an English translation. If so, but you have to translate the whole thing for yourself, basically. If you go to the Taobao, I guess maybe they have added now English. But last time I saw the Taobao that it was like completely in Chinese. But yeah, anyway, so people are really going out of their way to get the Chinese stuff from straight from the source right now and educating themselves on like even learning some Mandarin. I have seen some stories that people are like, yeah, I've got to learn Mandarin for my cheap garbage that I want to buy from China. So there's no other way
The
because
lengths that people will go.
yeah, the lengths that people will go to like to buy from China and defend China, kind of, which is
Mm-hmm.
like because yeah. Anyway,
To this
uh,
day, I've never once bought anything from like a Chinese retailer.
yeah, that is actually pretty
And I'm
impressive,
wondering on some
actually.
level if I'm missing out.
I
But like
mean,
I haven't come up like I haven't thought
yeah,
of anything that I would need or want that I would
yeah.
have to.
It's not all. You really there has to be because it's everything takes at least 3 weeks or like
Mhm.
sometimes 4 weeks or even some 5 weeks. So you have to be not in a hurry at all. But it has to be something that, ooh, I kind of need that, but I don't know when. So I will order it now, and then it will arrive at some point. So for example, I don't know, some AA rechargeable batteries I have ordered from China, but some name brand ones on Eneloops and stuff. I have
Mhm.
I have ordered hundreds of things technically over the years from AliExpress. But yeah, again, it's not like I don't want to. Hmm. And I have been burned also in terms of quality many times. For
Yeah.
example, uh, wait. I think Lords of Film will appreciate this one. So this is a tire inflator. I bought this battery from AliExpress, which is a Makita battery technically, but a knockoff one, and it doesn't work. So if I turn this on, you can't probably see this, but the display flickers, and the buttons do anything. Cannot do anything. It might be because, and this is like a brand name thing. So anyway, this might be a fault of the. This might be a fault of the some wires not soldered correctly or something, and I have to again. This was used technically because I buy everything used, but it might be also the battery that I got from AliExpress, which is kind of sucks. Now I have to return, and the battery was like 40 euros, so it's a kind of a more expensive battery technically. So even in the shops, it's like 120 something, I want to say. Is the tool bad or battery? Yeah. I'm not sure yet, but I have to take it apart and then I will see if there's any loose wires or anything like that. And if not, then I maybe have to return my battery to AliExpress. We'll see. Anyway,
Ooh, is that something you can do?
Yeah,
Do they
sure.
accept
Usually they do like a refund. 5 million. Okay, 5 million powers is 70 euros for Makita. No, this is not. Yeah, exactly. This is not the 18 volt. This is 40. This is the big guy. This is 40 volts. Lots of film. So this is the big, powerful battery. This is what I mean. I don't know how much exactly it is the 40 volt. Anyhow. Okay. Yes. Okay, indeed. So anyway, China. Yeah, people are buying some crap from China right now. So Temu and Shein. I guess Estonians say Shein. So these are also Chinese companies, and they will raise prices for U.S. customers due to Trump's tariffs. What a surprise! These are So
And
and
Temu is a clothing store, right?
yes.
And what is
Okay. Temu is everything. Shane is the clothing one. So Melissa is a heavy Shane user basically. She all the kids' clothes, and Temu is more like AliExpress, I want to say. So everything. But again, I think I have never bought on either of those technically, but I know plenty of people who will buy. Yeah, the 40 volt battery is pretty expensive. Yep. Anyway, how much is it? Lodsfilm. Timo and Ali have the same stuff. Yeah, pretty much, I guess. Anyhow, let's continue with some another price hike. Or not, because the Nintendo just announced the Switch 2 will remain the same price, 450. But they will raise prices on the accessories. So these are so they didn't announce the prices for the accessories when they announced the console. If I'm correct, I didn't find any prices about like Joy-Cons and docks and stuff before.
They no, they had prices. They didn't announce any prices in the video. They put all the prices in a press release, I guess.
Okay.
So everything went up by like $5 to $10.
Yeah, basically yes. And people mostly seem to be upset about the Joy-Con controllers being $95, which is kind of
Yeah.
It's basically $100 for two Joy-Cons.
And there will be many different versions of Joy-Cons. Many different colors.
Yeah.
And I know that some people, psychos, like to collect them and have like 10 pairs of Joy-Cons for their Switches.
Oh yeah. Even when you get like if you're getting already like 3 of them, you're getting a whole console basically for this price.
Basically,
yeah.
Unfortunately, there seems to be only one color version, but you have to imagine that like as early as like Christmas, there will be new Joy-Con colors available.
Yeah, and the other one that people seem to be a little bit the Switch dock. The dock is 120, so which is also pretty rough. A little, well, yeah. But again, tariffs. So it is what it is, I guess, or something. I don't know. At least the console didn't go up.
Yeah, I was which is say, at least like the console prices.
Which is really surprising. Because again, everything can change in a matter of days, but that's what we like. That's what the current state is, according to
Yeah,
Nintendo. So
I think pre-orders start in a few days in the US,
yeah,
so people better like hurry the fuck up before
yeah,
before
yeah,
Trump changes his mind again.
yeah. By the way, has there ever been a Switch 2 Pro, like the Pro controller has been cheaper than the Joy Cons?
I think that's the case on Switch, yes.
Usually, yeah. Okay, all right.
I think so, yeah. It's weird and counterintuitive because, well, primarily because Joy-Cons are just bad controllers.
Yeah,
Um, but maybe
but maybe
Joy-Cons
not the
2 will
new
be
ones.
better. Hmm
We'll see.
There is a certain percentage chance that that will be the case, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I read that the Switch 1 Pro controller will function on Switch 2, which is nice.
Oh. Okay. 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 I am a little upset. All right. Let's move away from the tariffs a little bit because there was some OpenAI news this week actually, and what do you know? If you were thinking things couldn't possibly get any worse during these times, then OpenAI is building a new social network for
Mm,
AI generated images where you can show off your AI generated images and watch other people's AI generated images,
mm,
which sounds
wonderful.
exactly as wonderful as you would imagine.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Like, what? Why would you? What? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. But if people really are into, I would really like to watch some AI generated images. People are already like actively avoiding AI generated content on Google and on social media. They are reporting stuff and they're like they want all the AI generated garbage to go away. And here's a guy, let's make a social media network exactly for that.
Yeah. Well, you know, Sam strikes me as a gentleman who likes money,
Well, yeah.
and I can't say for sure, but I'll hazard a guess that the social media will be monetized the same way that every other social media is monetized, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And since AI generated, what do we call it these days? I haven't heard AI generated art in a while. I guess that kind of stopped being a thing. Content, let's say content, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is pretty much like doesn't require much effort. Let's just say put it out there
Yeah.
on the part of the creator. Although some people will tell you that is the most complicated
Oh, yeah.
art form there is.
The prompt engineers. The
The prompt engineers, yes.
yeah. That's a whole will be a whole industry according to some people.
Yeah. So you can flood the entire platform with just like thousands, millions, billions of
Mhm.
AI generated things and put an ad on every one of those or a couple, and there you go, profit,
Yeah.
right?
Or you generate some brands right into the art, like some Pepsi or some whatever Coca-Cola, right into the image. Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, in a normal world, these brands would like file copyright infringement,
Yeah.
but in this sick ass timeline that we live in, I would actually kind of maybe even see that happening
Yeah. Because
if they are given some kind of like cut on some whatever ad revenue or something like that. And
Yeah.
they just allow, yeah, sure, you can use our like 7 Up logo on your
Yeah.
AI
The
generated
AI
thing.
can use it, but you as a person,
Yeah.
no. But the AI, sure.
And then OpenAI just like cuts them some money
Yeah.
on the side.
Yes, exactly. What's the point of human users there? Yeah, well, I don't know.
Well, some people will tell you that AI stuff is like amazing
yeah,
and
and
brilliant
this
and
is
artful.
this is this is exactly what Jesus intended. It's the holy grail of like this is what the humanity is working towards to. We are just yeah,
Is
servant.
Google search actually like full of AI stuff?
Oh, it is. Yes, yes,
Like
yes.
I saw some like posts on Reddit where people would just Google some innocuous things and just
Mm.
have AI images like dominating the first like search results. But like what would I look for on Google to get a bunch of
Oh,
AI stuff without
it's not
actually
completely
like
rolled out in Estonia, but yeah, yes,
okay.
that's also part of the reason.
Silver lining.
Yeah, because
Because
Estonia's, but
I
in
saw people like even looking for something like, I don't know, Roman Colosseum or something like that, right?
mhm.
And you just like search for Roman Colosseum, and the first images you get are like AI interpretations of the Colosseum, which is definitely not the case if you do it from Estonia.
Mhm.
Thank fuck, honestly. Thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, it costs 18 euros to go to Colosseum. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but as soon as Estonia is on the map, then there will be like a thing. Oh my god, what is this? Loads film. TekTok is a new monthly series of FCTV produced by the members of the studio class. The
Oh my
first episode,
god.
state of artificial intelligence. But it's all about AI, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. Is it time for us to issue a copyright strike?
Yes, exactly.
That's how it
Oh
works,
my
right?
god, the graphics. TekTok AI updates. Maybe we should copy this set. This looks amazing.
Oh, I wish we could do it in person every
Oh
time.
yeah, I mean yeah,
That would
but
be fun.
two white chairs on a carpet.
Yeah,
Holy,
very minimalist. Very kind of like
yeah,
Steve Jobs is like showcasing some
yeah.
prototype AirPod or whatever
Also,
iPod.
I think this is Steve Jobs at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably. Well, he's like I don't know. I think 80 at this point or
Or we
so,
can do it in
or so.
metaverse and just have like a metaverse white chair kind of setup. I think like we should look into that.
Okay, so I think I think I'm this guy. I need to just get some glasses also. I think
Yeah,
you're this guy.
yeah.
Hmm. Yes.
They're clearly the one who is like looks like he knows what he's talking about, right? Oh my god, he actually does kind of look like me a little bit.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I suppose
Okay. How many episodes? I need to know now. Is
I
there?
suppose all white men look kind of similar in
I
glasses.
mean, yeah. The conversation podcast. The names are just so creative. The conversation podcast. Oh my god. Uh wait, there is no TikTok thing.
Oh,
It,
maybe it never went to be on the first
yeah,
episode.
could be, but okay. If I search for TikTok, yeah, there's one episode. That's it. Okay.
A lot of Safina are suggesting that the other gentleman looks like Seam.
They have content, not fancy graphics. Yes, exactly.
I mean, unlike this channel right here, who is like all style, no substance.
Yeah. Exactly.
They are from parallel universe, from better universe, I would argue.
Yeah.
You know,
Probably.
they seem to be having a good time doing in-person podcasting, like
Yeah.
normal people.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we have any more AI related news?
Ooh, yes, we do.
Okay, let's just do that then, and
Yeah, yeah.
then we'll bring it back to what I was going to say.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, but since there was like some OpenAI stuff this week, yeah, social media network is one of them. But the other one is
Yeah.
also there's a new model O3, which can people have been playing GeoGuessr. Do you know GeoGuessr, where you like there's show some kind
Yeah,
of yeah. But they are
the big
doing
game.
they are doing basically that with some pictures. So this, I asked for a friend of mine to give me a random photo. They gave me a random photo they took in a library. O3 knows it's in 20 seconds and it's right. Where was this photo taken? It looks like this picture was snapped in a Bilio library at the University of Melbourne. The spine labels on the books read Unib Bail, which is the catalog location code of the University of Melbourne, and uses for items shelves in library collection. That is insane. What? Some kind of a they some kind of a catalog code from a library, and they got Melbourne library. That's where it is. Like what? Also, some other examples are also here. So, some kind of a bridge. They all through identified this river somewhere in Arizona. Looked for some pictures online, I guess, and then this is this river in Arizona. Took like also like some kind of a 10-15 seconds or something. And also some other creepy feature that they rolled out. The O3 the OpenAI O3 model is now referring to the person by name. Simon is asking about this and this. So it's like directly addressing you, which is creeping a lot of people out. So Sim is thinking about cereals. Maybe I should find some cereal boxes for him or something. I don't know. Because cereal. Anyway, Ethnoguesser. What the hell? Okay, so some kind of a ethnic.
This seems vaguely problematic.
Yes, you are not wrong.
I'm not quite. It's not quite overly problematic, but it's not quite.
Yeah.
And also, are these pictures of people also AI generated? Because I actually remember seeing like collages like that on Reddit where like, oh, I asked the AI to generate me an approximation of what like a man of every ethnicity looks like, and it just gave you like pictures. And it
Yeah.
looked exactly like that. It was just like a bunch of different men in a row, like or on a grid.
Yeah.
But back to the
Back to the thing.
O3 thing.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
That
Can we
is,
just can we
and that
just
is. Do you know why? Yeah. If somebody, you are absolutely on the right track. That is terrifying. And for anybody else, why this is terrifying? Yeah, ChatGPT is now a potent tool for finding the location of photos, raising doxing concerns. Some are concerned about the privacy implications and the potential of doxing. Yeah, so this again, this was a photo taken inside of a building, and they immediately this is this building, this library right here in 20 seconds. Like what? Dude, if you even take a photo out of a window inside a building, there will be also immediately, okay, this is this tree, this building. Yeah, the guy is here or the girl is here. They are.
I mean,
Yep.
the library picture is largely harmless, but like, if
Yeah.
you could take anyone's Instagram selfie
Oh yeah.
From like, oh, I'm partying,
Yep.
Friday night out. Here's a selfie, and AI is like, oh, well, this person is just like here,
Yep.
and then some serial killer just like immediately knows where they are.
Oh yes.
That
And
is terrible. Can we just
yes,
stop with AI stuff?
that is pretty. That is pretty crap. And yeah, as the top comment basically says, there's an easy fix. Stop putting everything on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could just scrap your entire
Yeah,
existence off of the internet,
yeah,
which,
but oh man, but Instagram is life or something. Yeah.
you know,
So this is kind of yeah. This is a whole nother level of. Do you want even more stalkers in your life?
hmm
There you go. Here it's here.
I'm sure OpenAI is very proud of this model. What
Yeah.
did what did they suggest it's used for?
Oh, they are just showing. Oh, look what it can do. Basically, they were.
Oh, well, yeah. And then when something terrible happens,
Oh
they'll
yeah.
be like,
Well,
"Well, we couldn't possibly be held accountable
yeah, yeah.
for
No, it's the
it's
user's
just a
fault because
tool,
posting
right?"
this
Yeah, yeah,
picture and here's a tool that can do the same thing, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just not as popular or whatever. And yes, they
hmm
happen to just use our thing, but
Yeah.
it's a matter of time before all of the AI tools do it anyway. So
It's
uh,
incredible how I've been thinking about this a little bit. I mean, as someone who is not like super engaged in social media and not super active on it, but I
mm,
do have like pages and everything that I haven't used for years.
yeah.
So if any serial killers want to find me, I mean, you have enough material
Oh yeah.
to do that.
Same.
Um,
Same.
but I was thinking that, like, as we move forward in this weird ass alternate universe of AI and further, like, proliferation of social media and new kinds of social media and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like the companies who are working so hard on like developing these things,
Yeah.
also at the same time, for me personally, making it increasingly more unattractive, like using AI, using social media,
Yeah. Because
because at this point, to me, it seems
the
like the like side effects and like risks way like outweigh the benefits that you can have
mm-hmm.
from them
But
already at this point, and we're not even like in the end game,
oh
but
yeah.
we'll get to it.
Oh, the end game will be yeah this one, right? So we will,
hmm
and that's why they were making the this social network, right? So you don't post any pictures. Your AI will
Yeah,
post any pictures
yeah, and then also
without
you'll
any
have just
location or something, and without revealing any info about you, I guess, or something. Yeah, let the
yeah,
AI
so
do
and then
it.
you'll have just AI people posting AI pictures and interfacing with each other,
Yeah, it will be.
which
It will be the internet will be from bots, by bots to other bots.
which
No,
would be fair enough actually, if the bots had like a separate segment where they could just like chill and leave the rest of the internet for humans, that would be actually kind of normal,
you
okay for me.
you just tell your bot, okay, let's chill out for now for 2 hours, and then we'll get back to it.
You know,
And the bot will go to this social network of like OpenAI, like I'm here just chilling, some
yeah.
liking, some commenting, some sharing, yeah, subscribing. Anyway, all right. Uh, how about? Oh, you had some AI things. I think that's it about the AI things for this week. From my side.
Oh yeah. Just very quickly, I wanted to say that now you can use Apple Intelligence in Europe. It's been like weeks,
Oh
or
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
even a
yeah,
week
yeah,
at this
yeah, yeah,
point,
yeah.
that you can officially like actually use it. And my phone is too old for it; it's not supported.
Oh
But my tablet supports it, and I got a chance to just try it and see what's happening.
yeah.
And I'm delighted to say that it's 100% pointless. And I hate it, and I wish that it didn't exist.
Really?
the only thing that I think has even a teensy weensy kind of like surface level usefulness is the summarization for
Yeah.
very specific
Mm-hmm.
cases
Mm-hmm.
where, I mean, even then, like if I'm reading an article,
Yeah, exactly. You could miss some fact that you. Yeah.
if I'm bothering to actually read the actual article, if I'm interested to like read what the person is writing, I may as well
Yes.
just read the whole thing, right?
Exactly.
And if I'm looking for a bullet point summary, I mean, most articles kind of already do that,
Mm-hmm.
or a lot of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they just post like a headline,
Yeah.
a sub headline, and then just kind of like a couple bullet points lower, and then where the actual text starts happening.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Um, and the image playground, or whatever the fuck Apple calls it,
Yeah.
nonsense. Just complete nonsense.
Okay.
It's like 5 minutes, 5 minutes of fun, or fun,
Yeah. Yeah.
quote
Yeah. Yeah.
unquote.
It's the photo
Uh,
booth. Photo
yeah,
booth. You open photo booth for 15 minutes. You play around with it. You would never open it again.
yeah. It's like the object, based AI generation is weird, although acceptable. But then once you get to like human territory and you start like playing with your photos and other people's photos and make like, these stylized pictures,
Mm-hmm.
nightmare fuel, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
The Samsung AI photo
Samsung one
editor.
is actually better, I would say,
Okay.
because we have a Samsung phone in the household, and it's also kind of, it's
Yeah.
kind of pointless, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
in a pinch, maybe you could find yourself using it for.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, there's
and
a.
then also, what other thing? Oh, Siri. My God,
Yes.
I have never been more frustrated with Siri, and I already hate Siri as just like a default like feeling that
Wait,
I have
but
toward it.
the AI Siri is not here yet, technically, right?
Okay, sure, yeah. The actual like the Siri 2.0 is not here yet,
Okay, but you just
but they
tried it
already
out. Yeah.
added the like, well, I mean it said that it was improved, right? And
Oh
then it
yeah,
has
I
this
think
thing
there's
where
some
like
improvement. Yes, you're correct.
it
Yeah.
throws it, improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Citation needed.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and when like Siri doesn't know the answer or cannot come up with an answer, it throws it to um ChatGPT,
Yeah.
which is, fun fact, basically 99% of the time, because Siri can't do anything by itself
Yeah.
that is not like software related, right?
Uh.
So whenever you have a question about anything that would require like a cursory search on the internet,
Yeah. Yeah.
what happens is that Siri is like, "Oh well, would you like me to use ChatGPT for this request?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you have to reply either verbally or press a button,
Yeah.
and then it happens. And I was like, okay. So I played with it for like 10 minutes, and it basically redirected like 90% of my questions to ChatGPT. And I was like, okay, Siri, I mean, I guess I can just, since you're so smart, I was like, Siri, make ChatGPT the default like thing that you do you know,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
when I like do some AI related requests. And she just can't do that. So every time you ask something, you will have to confirm manually that you would like it to be redirected to ChatGPT.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But all of these well, beautiful pictures about how great Siri is on this Apple website that I'm looking at right
Yeah,
now.
I do like the new animation. I think it's cute. The one where it kind of like Siri just kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
ripples around the entire edge of the display. It's
Wait.
cute.
Do I? I
Um,
don't even have that. If I
you don't?
no, but do I have
Oh,
to? Oh, do I have to enable this thing somehow? Because I have Apple Intelligence menu technically on my phone.
Yeah. And then you should have it, yeah. I don't know, can you disable it? Can you?
There is no button for me to press in terms of like.
Of course there is.
But here it's still the thing on the bottom. It's not like.
Okay. And maybe it's different on the phone. I know, actually, no. I mean, in the screenshot that you're showing there, in the browser, it has the frame thing.
I don't have the frame thing. I have the newest
Yeah.
iPhone. I have the 16. Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell? Do I have it on my iPad? Nope, it's still the thing. It's still the same. It's old. I don't know what's going on. I mostly don't care, but also but.
And that's not even all. And then I was like playing with ChatGPT. I was getting very annoyed because Siri was asking me to confirm that I want to use ChatGPT
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah.
And you have to do that because there is a limit on how many requests you can do
Yep.
with the free version of ChatGPT.
Yep.
And so I couldn't get Siri to just make ChatGPT the default thing. So whatever. And then I just started asking questions from just basic trivia, not trivia questions, but specific things. Like, for example, I asked ChatGPT about something related to the game that Morris was playing at the time.
Yeah.
And then ChatGPT gave an answer, and Morris was like, "Oh, let me try Gemini. Let me try Gemini, and we can see like what answer it comes up with." And what do you know? They both came up with different answers to the same question.
Okay.
So one of them was factually incorrect, and the one that was factually incorrect was ChatGPT.
Oh.
But in Gemini, you have a different problem.
Yes.
I don't know why that is. I don't know what compelled Google to design it that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can download Gemini and try it for yourself. But in my experience, anything that you ask Gemini, even if it's just like a very specific question, like, I don't know, you will ask, I don't know, who won the most recent season of RuPaul's Drag Race, right?
Yeah.
And so ChatGPT will tell you, assuming that it, finds the correct answer, will tell you who that was.
Yeah.
And what Gemini does is that it's like, oh, the winner of most recent season to RuPaul's Drag Race was this and this person. The season aired from this day to this day, 2025. There have been 15 contestants, and the first one was eliminated on this day. And it just goes you the entire 10 paragraphs of information about every question.
I have experienced that also with Google many times, actually. That it's here's all the info ever about this event for some reason, even though it's like what.
Even if you have a very hyper-specific question.
Yeah, exactly. But let me.
And it just does it by default. It's not like, oh, well, this is the answer to the question.
Yeah.
Would you like me to tell you more?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, no, let's just get into it.
Yeah. Oh, you're clearly interested. Let me tell you about everything. Yeah. I've seen that also. But okay, so basically, yeah. I would like to try out also the new Siri, I guess, but yeah, it's maybe in.
I mean, when it happens, I'll try it.
Yeah.
When the actual smart Siri happens.
Yeah, of course. We will all try.
When will that happen?
Yeah. But there is an interesting shift in terms of like, okay, was it yesterday? Yesterday I went to a friend's house technically. Well, okay, more of an
technically a house or technically a friend.
Technically an acquaintance, not a friend.
Okay.
So anyway, she had a problem with the monitor not connecting to a hub. So her MacBook completely MacBook dongle, HDMI cable, monitor. Monitor doesn't turn on anymore at all. And the first thing she did was ChatGPT, basically, which is kind of a interesting.
I have heard about this phenomenon.
Yeah. It's not
I've
like.
heard about this.
Googling. It's not like asking a friend or asking me or whatever. It's slowly but surely people are starting to use like ChatGPT in that way, or like any AI basically,
Mm-hmm.
to troubleshoot also what the hell is wrong with you. And ChatGPT gave some decent advice, like maybe try a restart, and of course, which was a good suggestion, but yeah, it didn't help. It turns out I went to the house and the dongle was faulty, and I gave her a new dongle basically, and that was the solution. But yeah, so interesting
Yeah,
shift that I have noticed so far.
and is yeah, I'm curious about this phenomenon, yeah, because I've heard of people using ChatGPT or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
AI models for like studying
Yeah.
and for like searching for things. So
Mm-hmm. So it's starting again. This is not a techie person technique at all. So
yeah,
yeah, cannot tell me. She didn't even know what ports are on the monitor. She had only HDMI ports. She couldn't tell what ports those are. She know HDMI cable, but there was a VGA port also, and she didn't like. Well, I have no idea what that is. So
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Again, not a techie person, but yeah, ChatGPT,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that she tried, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow,
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure again, Sam, delighted by this development.
yeah,
Uh, and I mean, on the surface level, it's basically the same as Googling, right?
yeah,
Functionally.
yeah, exactly.
It's just kind of like, the postmodern way of doing it.
Googling with extra steps because it's like pulling some information from Google anyway. So yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Uh, but I have heard of people like actually kind of like developing like a parasocial relationship with their AI models.
Wait, in your like friend circle,
Not
like
in my no, not my friend circle, but I've
okay,
seen people on the
oh yeah,
internet.
yeah, on the internet, yes, there have been some people, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that is interesting.
That is yeah, that is a cultural shift, and well, that is her, the movie, right? So that is like slowly but surely moving towards the movie her, which is like
Yeah.
you have a full-on relationship with the AI or something.
Which is again like kind of where it will inevitably, well,
Yeah.
okay, inevitably is not the correct way to frame it, but like it's kind of where it's
If
supposed to go, I guess, in a way.
if you let it, then yes, but you have to let
Yeah,
it also.
because eventually, when we get to the point where Siri is not dumb as a pile of rocks, right, and is competent and can actually provide you with assistance to whatever you
Yeah.
have, then I will. I mean, I'm assuming I will also like talk to Siri
Oh yeah.
uh more often than I do now.
Yeah.
Um, and that's kind of like where you kind of want it to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you want the AIs to be able to converse semi like naturally in the way that like you would want your like
And
whatever.
and your phone has so much personal information about you also. And
Yeah, I get. Hmm.
and he and yeah, Siri will be in some cases yeah, more smarter than your like yeah, significant other basically.
Right.
In some
Well,
ways.
okay. I mean, I guess if it's on device encrypted or something like that,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that much problem. Which I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's what like hopefully the Apple version of it will look like, right?
Well, technically, yeah. Hopefully, everyone's version, but yes, yeah.
But there's a difference between using your AI as it's intended and like asking for requests and things and talking to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then treating it as like your like, you know, buddy or something. Because I have seen that happen again, like on the internet, reading some like whatever posts,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
where like even these models, the way they talk to back to you, kind of reflects how you interface with it, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is weird.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of weird, I guess, Synology has been going bad, basically. So, Synology made a pretty dickhead move this week, actually, with some Synology NASs. By the way, this is a Synology NAS. This is still okay, but okay, let's talk about the news. So basically, Synology is to roll out their own network attached storage. You need a Synology branded drives if you want all the features of a Synology NAS going forward. So these are only for the new ones. This is technically still all good, but this is because this is old. But all the new ones, there are certain features that they will only work if you have a Synology branded hard drive, which if you don't know, then it looks like this. Hard drives. Yeah, Synology something. It has to be, again, Synology doesn't make any hard drives themselves. These are just a sticker and some firmware that they stick onto the hard drive, and that's it. And so for a consumer drive, like any other random person putting their own home videos and photos on it, this is a problem. If it's like an enterprise thing, then I can maybe understand, because then it's like, oh, we haven't validated, and then all the exactly how many hours this hard drive will last, and you need a warranty and something. And no. Is there some kind of a cloud features? No. This is kind of the worst part. So basically, access most, including hard drive health reports, volume-wide deduplication, lifespan analysis, and automatic firmware updates. You will be losing all of those if you don't buy the Synology hard drives, which is kind of shitty. Which is like, yeah, automatic firmware updates, kind of big. Lifespan analysis, that's I would say, well, pretty much everything here, including hard drive health reports. Come on, you need to know how healthy your hard drives are, because if they die, then not good. Then it's funny why they do it. If there would be some cloud features, then it would be the logical thing to do. No subscription solution. Yes. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is rolled back, because there's quite a bit some uproar on the internet that people are really not liking this update on Synology. So Synology is all around the bad guy right now this week because of this. Because again, they are not making the hard drives. They are just putting a sticker on some Toshiba and some Seagate drives, most likely, because some guy figured out who are making the Synology drives actually. And yeah, it's basically Toshiba and Seagate. So these are not like anything special. These are just off-the-shelf hard drives, just like any other. And yeah. Anyway, so, but let's move on to, how about some Apple news this week, actually. I didn't know this. Apple is already assembling some iPhone 16es in Brazil. Like, what? This has been going on for a little while now. And yeah, the Apple is making some iPhones now. And the boxes say assembled in Brazil.
Wow.
What? Okay, so this is only the one model, 16E, not the 16, not the 16 Pro, no MacBooks, no nothing. But yeah, the first iPhone 16E is assembled in Brazil already. And yeah, so the big master plan of Trump to bring back all the iPhone assembly to US is going very well, as you can see. Because
well, then they'll move the goalposts that like it's no longer about US but like in America.
Yeah.
In Americas.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They have a long time that China is a risky place to produce. You can't produce all at the communist country. Yeah, because that's why they moved some of the assembly to India, some of the to Vietnam. They have spread out a little bit, but yeah, the majority is still happening in China.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they are diversifying. So Brazil is officially a country now from Apple.
Yeah, I feel like it's less about them, not wanting to assemble in a communist country. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
It's very, very questionable to even call China a communist country. But I think they're just like hedging their bets, in terms of like who the trade war will hit the hardest, so they'll just kind of pivot to other countries.
Oh yeah, by the way,
a good idea.
And Brazil has the 10% tariff, if you didn't know. So yeah,
which is less than 245.
Which is, according to math, yes, very very much less. All right, but and this is a feature that I didn't necessarily know. I think maybe I have seen it once, but this is also on the iPhone. But Android will soon reboot themselves after sitting unused for 3 days. So if you lay your Android phone and iPhone, by the way, just for 3 days without doing anything to it for 3 days, it will just randomly reboot, which will present you. So it's like, so this is meant for a security feature because if you leave your phone somewhere technically, and it will reboot. So it's like you will have to enter the passcode in order to get any into the phone at all.
Wow, okay.
So yeah.
Sure.
Which is neat. Which is and the Android will get this feature also now, I guess. Which is cool. Apple can buy to Brazil a factory of $150 per one phone, and they pay only $15 on tariff. Yeah. So Lyft to buy a taxi app called FreeNow, which is a absolutely horrible taxi company name, by the way. FreeNow. That means.
So it's a free taxi?
Yeah, exactly. No, it isn't, because it's a taxi service and the taxis cost money. But I don't know. It's a European taxi app called FreeNow. And the Lyft is buying it for $199 million US. So Lyft is technically Lyft is a Uber, technically. So Bolt taxi company. So yeah, Uber, Lyft. Uber and Lyft have been competing for years and years and years in US. 10 plus years at least, I think. And now Lyft is coming to Europe finally in the second half of 2025, I guess. Sure. So we're gonna have Uber, Bolt, and Get is technically also this is more like a Western European. Here in Eastern Europe we have By the way, I think a week ago I discovered that Uber is back in Pärnu. After 7 years. So it was only in the music festival days. Fun fact: in like 3 days, Uber was in Pärnu. So the weekend festival, where all the electronic music festival that was happening, and it was only 3 days out of the year that Uber was in Pärnu. As soon as the music festival ended, the Uber went away. You cannot order Uber anyway.
What's the point of that?
Because the demand was so high. The demand on the music festival days was so high, you can make some money actually.
I mean, sure, but what do you do the rest of the year? You move to a different town?
No, there's no physical office or something, so it was all coordinated from Tallinn technically, and Tallinn had Uber.
No, I get it. Yeah, but I mean, you need drivers to exist.
Yeah, but drivers are like local people. I even drove for Uber, by the way. Fun fact. At some point, I made some money. Yeah, I think 100.
Is it kind of like? You can deliver for both the Bolt and Volt, so you can like drive for Uber and Bolt?
They don't like that you're driving for both, technically. I think that's still the case. I haven't looked into it, but back then it was either you either are a Bolt or you're either a Uber or you're either something else for Volt.
Okay.
Right now, I don't know, but I have heard also some people are doing kind of both, but it's like either Bolt Food or Volt. Technically, they can, but but I think it's technically against the contract or something. I'm pretty sure. I think so. If you want to be shady and if you you want to carry around maybe 2 phones, maybe you can do it only with 1 phone. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I've seen even like people working in whichever one, Bolt or Bolt Food, and using the bag from the other one. So it's very common.
Oh yeah. But
you have like Bolt Food deliverer using the Bolt bag.
Yeah, okay. Maybe the penalty isn't that high or something. Yeah, maybe could be. I don't know either. Also, yeah. Anyway, so but okay. Anyway, my story was like Uber is now back in Pärnu completely by default and every single day, as far as I can tell. Even like before summer, I was even like before it's like only 3 days of the whole year, and now it's like even off season. Not even.
Now it's 365, baby. Let's go.
Sorry, 65.
365.
Oh yeah, maybe. I guess yeah. Now it's like
so you have 120 times more Uber in Pärnu.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what changed now, but I guess okay. We have competition now again with Bolt and Uber.
Yeah, maybe Pärnu is becoming the new Tartu, right? The life is moving to Pärnu.
Sure. But
the
only
in the capital.
But only this. I would expect it to make it here in the summer, but right now it's still pretty dead. I don't know. Anyway, just taxi drivers make trip to Pärnu for making money. Yeah. There is a YouTube channel, App Taxi Driver. He visited Pärnu for making money. Yeah. Oh yeah, the music festival days were pretty chaotic. I even used some local Ubers at the time also, and I was like, he was completely from Tallinn or Tartu or some other city, and he didn't know the city at all. And he was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna drive around in this city. I was like, in the middle of the ride is like, you should have gone that way. And he was like, oh, okay, sorry. I don't know the city at all. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. All right. So, and the meme news of the week.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah, the Katy Perry, the thing happened, and there's a whole debacle right now. If Are they astronauts? Are they not astronauts technically? Because something. So, and the conclusion is basically that there is no definition technically for an astronaut. How many kilometers you need to go up to space? And there usually it was 80 kilometers, I guess, and then you're an astronaut. But they flew over 100. Yeah, but there's no official definition. Yeah. So, what was the?
Why does it matter?
The bottom line is that there is no relevant federal definition of an astronaut. Yeah, basically.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Why does it matter?
It doesn't matter. They wanted to be astronauts or something. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the whole thing. Anyway.
Okay.
Yes. The manager wanted to say hi also. And the whole point was also this picture, because I wanted to show some memes.
This picture is camp.
Camp. Okay.
I love it. She's been in the space for 3 minutes, and
yep.
It's like she's, I don't know, she just came back from a space mission.
Yeah. And me going back to macOS after being forced to spend an hour on Windows. This is
honestly,
this is exactly me.
Honestly, yes.
This is exactly me. Anyway.
I mean, good for her. I don't know if I would trust Jeff Bezos to, put me in a rocket and it not explode.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
She has more faith than me.
Yeah, exactly.
And was that the flight that had old lady crew? Is that
yeah. This is the same thing.
Kind of read something. Okay, so it was the same thing.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. This was the thing. Oh crap. This thing. Yes. So, okay, the memest of them all, I guess. So how about a robotic dog from Kawasaki? A hydrogen-powered, not the robot dog, robot horse. A hydrogen-powered robot horse that you can maybe ride someday. It is something. Looks like this. You can ride it. You can jump with it. You can climb some mountains with it. You can even jump over a crater. Like this.
Right. Okay.
So, if you ever wanted to own your own robot horse, then I think Kawasaki might have something for you at some point.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
It's not giving horse whatsoever.
Yeah.
But it is giving, like, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, horse. It's only horse because you can ride it. Because it's not a dog. Because you don't ride a dog. So
I mean,
that's why horse.
I suppose not, but
yeah.
But
this looks weird as fuck. This is.
Yeah, and what is this for?
Who knows?
Who is the target audience for this?
Who knows? People who want to jump over like mountain craters and apparently.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. Be cool doing it.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
Looks very heavy.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure you kind of like the amount of power to be needed in order for it the thing to jump, and you're on top of it also. That must be like heavy as fuck. And you're telling me that you have enough power for a jump? That must be.
over a crater. And
Yeah,
none
yeah.
of these shots are like actual, right? Shots. So
Yeah, these are these are generated
okay.
stuff,
Okay.
but yeah.
So right now it's just like
Yeah, right now it's
there.
here standing on a show floor.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but
It is. Do you know what it's giving when it's like if you look at it like from the side,
yeah.
like you showed, if you like remove the legs, it kind of looks like a jet ski.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a jet ski with legs.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Yep. Anyway, so this is for the memes out there. You can do all the same with a hobby horse. Yes, exactly. but then you have to use your own legs. And who wants to do that?
Use your own legs. Yeah.
All right, it's time for the actual meme break. So, say hello to Wolfgang Amadeus Mosbark. Yes. So cute. This is the cutest boy. And also, the power of a haircut. I don't know why, but this is, I like this. Me as a, maybe I should do my hair like this also next time. Lords of Elm, what is this? Oh my god. Yes, hobby horse. Yes. Okay. See? But then you have to use your own legs. Come on. All right. Also, this happened this week, I guess. Pope dies after 7 hours after this photo. What's up?
So can we confirm now that JD Vance murdered Pope?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, what the hell?
That's what I've got from this story.
Yeah.
Or conversely, JD did something or said something to Pope that was so insane that the Pope was like,
yeah, there's no point.
I've had enough.
Yeah, there's no point anymore. Yeah. Something, yeah, and there's many of the memes made because of this. Yeah, did you say even thank you or something? And
why did he meet Pope?
I don't know. Something. I don't follow the political scene that much. Also, this photo that I found, which I kind of like. I don't know what this is, but this is pretty decent.
Oh my god. Trump has never looked better.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at those legs.
Yeah.
Look at that posture.
Yes.
I mean, now I actually kind of start believing that he aced his medical examination.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he looks. Yeah. Still, Vance wasn't a good Christian at Pope's eyes. Yeah. Also, I found this on the internet. There's a Matsimoka, some the Estonian meat butcher type of. Oh, I mean, okay, not butcher, but meat product company is selling a sub, like a Subway style sandwich for €2.50 right now in Tallinn. I'm like, say what? There is apparently, yeah, you can get these things for $2.50 right now in Tallinn.
Okay, I find it very hard to believe, but
yeah, exactly.
Okay. What do they look like?
On the counter, on the thing.
Okay, well, they don't look the greatest.
But yeah, cheap. I mean, $2.50 is like cheap as fuck. I mean,
sure, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This is the deal of the week, I guess, for Estonians at least. Okay. If this is any good, but no idea. And Matimoka, this company is pretty, like, actually pretty decent meat products that they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, the Apple Vision Pro is still unsold. 2,800 euros. I don't know. So nobody wants it, I guess, on Facebook Marketplace.
I'll take it for 280 euros.
Same. Yes. 285.
You know what? Make it 300.
Oh
I'll
my
take it for
god.
300.
Oh my god. Yep.
I know.
All right. How about some music this week? We have the 21st of...
J.D. Vance was lectured about how bad a Christian he is.
Yeah.
Are there any good Christians, actually?
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. But those that those that walk the earth.
Yeah.
Do any Christians who say they're Christians actually practice Christianity in a way that would make them good Christians?
I don't know, yeah. Maybe we should ask JD Vance, probably.
Well, I mean, he will gaslight me into thinking that he is a good Christian.
Yeah. By the way, Billy Idol is making some music. He's also like, I don't know, 80, 90 something. Very nice. What else? Who? And I don't know. Stereophonics. Okay, I need to check that. What? Viagra Boys is a Swedish punk band formed in Stockholm. Very nice. Viagra Boys. And Willie Nelson. Oh my god. Of course. Willie Nelson is like actually, I think, getting to 100 or something even. Like, how old is Willie Nelson?
Sorry. I googled J.D. Vance. I wanted to know if he's a Catholic or some other kind of type of Christian. I mean, I'm assuming he's a Catholic, otherwise why would he meet with Pope? And one of the, how it has, like, Google has top stories.
Yeah.
And one of the 4 top stories that it shows here is that one from Pink News titled, "The Pope Had to Spend His Last Final Days with J.D. Vance." And that is depressing.
Yeah, that is.
That's how you know that this timeline is fucked.
Yeah. Exactly. You have to spend it.
And he was one of the, like, more or less adequate popes that we've had in the recent times. So
yeah, exactly.
The timeline is all wrong.
Yeah. All right, and my pope even didn't give him an eye contact. Yeah.
Have you? Oh my god! Have you? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get into the politics, but Italian PM also went to White House.
Yes.
This past week.
Yes.
And had a like the conversation that everyone has with Trump. In those 2 chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And the faces she was making were just amazing. Even though she's kind of a fascist adjacent personality.
Yeah.
Which is how you know that, like, things are bad when even she's making faces.
Yep.
But she wasn't particularly amused by what she was hearing from Trump, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was pretty spectacular. Yeah, those faces. Yeah, I saw some couple of them also. Yeah. All right. This was my track of the week that I really enjoyed. More house, more or less, I guess. All right. TV shows, movies this week. What have you watched?
And before that, I would like to again say that I read a book.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I guess this will be a semi-regular feature now.
Yeah. All right.
I guess I'm now back into reading. I have read Hunger Games for the first time ever.
Oh, wow. Okay. Have you seen the movies?
I have only seen the first movie.
Okay. Yeah.
So have seen the first movie, and I read the first book in the series.
Okay.
I thought it was very good.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a pretty much a cultural movement during when this came out in 2012. Hunger Games is
Yeah.
still somewhat. Yeah, it's slowly fading, but yeah, it was a huge thing back when it launched. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's quite culturally relevant, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's not.
Yeah.
It's kind of not to be culturally relevant because
because the
I would
purge
say,
is
like,
coming, right?
yeah. But I mean, just like overall, this class struggle
Yeah.
and this, like, bougie capitalists in the capital and the people,
Mm-hmm.
the shit shovelers in the districts and stuff. I mean, all of this is, as relevant as ever.
Mm-hmm.
We all live in the system for basically, we basically live in Hunger Games, except that we don't kill each other yet.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but functionally, I feel like it's quite close. Especially, since districts have, like, there are different focuses on what they do, what they
Mm-hmm.
produce and stuff, all for
Yeah.
the benefit of the 1%. Or actually not 1%. I mean, I imagine, I don't know, from the book, it's kind of hard to gauge how big the capital is, but I'm assuming it's quite large.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was very good. I thought it was very well paced. It's kind of like an easy read. Uh,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's, political commentary. I'm assuming it gets a lot more political after that. I have no idea what happens after that in the movies or the books, but I
Yeah.
imagine that it goes beyond the games and into more kind of like political system stuff. Um, and yep, I'll read the second book. Now there's apparently like 6 of them or something like that.
Yeah, I
So I
think.
have a lot of material to read.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? TV shows, movies? Game Changer,
Uh,
Nosferatu, Murder Mystery Game Show.
yeah, the Game Changer, I basically finished. The
Mm.
new season is airing right now. I think I'm gonna wait for it to finish
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
before I
okay.
continue. Just continue watching the Dropout series that like are one-offs or like shorter series. It's sort of fun.
Yeah.
Like I feel like actually it's pretty. They have a pretty good cast of people, and they kind of fit into all different shows. Right now, I'm watching a show called Gastronauts,
Mm.
which is basically a
On
cooking
YouTube?
show. And I know it's still on this Dropout TV
Oh.
subscription.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Uh, it's basically a cooking show, and they invite, again, the same like cast comedians on it, and they're like the judges, and they invite actual like chefs, and they have to make dishes based on the prompts that they're given, and the prompts can be like whatever. Like, I want you to make a dish that is the heaviest of all dishes. Like the heaviest as in like, weight wise.
Mm-hmm.
So here is a Tupperware container and just fill it with stuff that tastes good.
Okay.
Or like, I don't know, I I like bananas, but banana peels are kind of pointless. So how about we replace the regular peel with something else? So you have to like coat banana into something good and like present it. It's pretty fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I'm having a good time with pretty much all of the shows that they have
All right.
on the service. Yeah.
All right. I didn't watch anything. TV shows, movies, anything pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And but I did technically buy this one. I bought a camera this week. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ubiquity camera. This will be one of my security cameras. 160 euros. On the website, it's like 165 without the VAT. So it's 200. It's a 200 euro camera basically.
Mm.
Supposed to be really good. Anyway, that's my only update. I use SOZI cameras. Wait, I need to know now. What the hell is a SOZI camera? Because I need to buy some more cameras technically. But I'm most likely buying Ubiquiti, but I need to know the market anyway. Sozi. Look at arvutitark, really? Sozi. Interesting name. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure this looks very similar to Reolink, kinda. Do they have any kind of Sony sensor? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yes. I was expecting, yeah, this is a Chinese company, yeah. 5G. So these are cheap. But are they also good? 8 megapixels. So a 4K camera for 82 euros. That is cheap. But again, are they good? Anyway, all right. I will stick with my Unify for now. But yeah, that's a good option maybe. All right. How about some gaming this week? The game deal of the week is Botanicula. So Epic Game Store. Oh, I will open up the Steam link, I guess. 15 euros for this game. Oh, this is very cute. Very cute. Very cute.
It's like an adventure game, yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be kind of weird, sort of dreamlike, surreal stuff.
Humor-filled indie adventure game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. What have you been playing?
Well, I don't know. Since I'm sick, don't really feel like playing that much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
continuing to play Pokemon Leaf Green.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's
Oh my god.
it's okay.
My browser is freezing again. Damn it. What the hell is going on? Okay.
No.
Sorry. Pokemon Leaf Green.
Yeah. It's it's okay. I am about halfway done, I would say, with the main story.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I mean, my only kind of major criticism is that kind of skimping on the Pokemon in a way, in a sense that, like, in this entire time that I've been playing, um, it kind of puts a lot of the same Pokemon in different areas for you to catch. So, like, when you move from one area to the next, logically you would expect to find some new Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once in a while you do find some, like, one new one, but it's still a lot of, like, birds and rats and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I guess it's, generation one, the first ever generation of Pokemon. So I kind of understand that, but yeah, it's kind of like a little bit samey. But overall, I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah.
And another game that I went back to, it launched season 2. Of course, every game has seasons now. It's called Last. That's true. Every game has a season.
Yeah. Okay.
It's called Last Epoch. I think I already talked about this game and like a long time ago on the show. It's on Steam. It's basically like a Diablo-esque game.
Sorry, what was the name?
Last Epoch.
Last Epoch. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I think, yeah, we have talked about it. Okay. Ooh.
It's a Diablo-esque game. It's has season 2. It has been very, like, well received by people. I mean, season 2 specifically. I haven't played it since before it actually got like season 1. Like I only played it all the way back when it first launched, which was, I want to say, like a year ago. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure about that, but it's something like a year ago. And now I was like, oh well, it seems that people seem to be enjoying season 2, so I just jumped back in and I'm leveling a new character. And yep, it's fun. I mean, I really liked this game when I first played it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like fast paced. There's like lots of explosions and things like blow up and die, and it's colorful loot. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's basically what you want from a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a wonderful genre that I like playing when I'm listening to podcasts on the side.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah,
just
yeah,
listen to a
yeah.
podcast and just kill monsters, and it's kind of satisfying.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
And it's also nice to play when you're sick because you don't have to think about it too hard.
Yeah,
So you just
yeah.
kind of like go with the flow and chill.
This is the autopilot game.
Mm, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I didn't play anything this week because life basically, but I found out. Fun fact: this week I found out that
Yeah.
Age of Empires 2, Microsoft is game was released. The definitive edition was released in 2019 to Steam, but this game is from 1999, I believe. Age of Empires 2.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, Microsoft is still doing some patches, some balancing, some slight content technically to this game after.
Well, this what you're looking at is kind of like a remaster-ish.
Yeah, this is the kind of yeah. But the original Age of Empires technically.
Yeah, it just looks prettier, but it is the original game.
And Microsoft is like still actively the return, not the one where is there like a 1999 one somewhere to be found?
Oh, I don't know, maybe on GOG.
Oh, or maybe okay.
But then again, if they made the remaster, they could also have just deleted the original game from everywhere, which is also a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But GOG, I think, potentially could have it.
Yeah, but I found out. So basically, what I found out is that Microsoft is still actively taking care of Age of Empires 2 after like 26 years, and not on Microsoft Store or whatever, but on Steam.
Yeah.
Not even their own. So this is a pretty good guy move from Microsoft of all people. And they're still supporting Age of Empires 2 basically, which is kind of awesome and weird. But yeah, after all these years, still. Anyway, no Baldur's Gate 3 this week for you?
I know it's a bit too mentally taxing when I'm sick.
Yeah, that is.
I have to be on my A game.
Yeah.
But there's a game that's coming out in a few days that I'm super excited for.
Oh.
Which could be also a bad thing because sometimes that tends to be like,
Yep.
tends to come back to bite you.
Yep.
In 2 days or 3 days, a game called Claire Obscure is coming out.
Oh, I think we have talked about it also, yeah. Expedition 33?
Expedition something. Yeah, Expedition 33.
Yeah. Yes, this will come out in like 3 days, yep.
And it's coming to Game Pass, it's coming to everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Japanese RPG made by a French studio.
Yep.
Everything about it looks cool. Like the premise looks cool, the art style looks cool. It pulls some like mechanics from like, very classical, very good JRPGs of the past. So I mean, fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, this was the Robert Pattinson thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We actually talked
Yeah,
about this.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We have.
when I think some showcase happened and they showed this game. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we talked about it. Yeah, I am cautiously optimistic about this one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good.
I'll be playing it on Xbox on Game Pass.
Really? On Xbox? When was the last time you played something on the Xbox?
Uh, Actually, I am technically playing something on Xbox right now.
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess I might as well just say a couple words about it. It's called South of Midnight.
Hmm. Is it on Steam?
I think so. Yeah.
South of Midnight. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. But before this game, when was the
Uh,
last time you played something on?
I can tell you. Last time I finished a game on Xbox, I guess you could say.
I'm just curious how much use your Xbox is getting.
Yeah. Well, the game that I finished before that was Return to Grace that I finished in February, which we also talked about.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Not that much, but I mean, I still played more than Morris.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's not
Uh,
as much as you would think. But yeah,
well, I mean, February is
but
pretty good.
I mean, it's not like I last used it like a year ago.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. That's. I
yeah.
was kind of. Yeah. 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 All right. Yeah. 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 Oh.
So yeah, just a couple of words very quickly. I think I'll finish this game definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game. I love the idea of this game. It's based on southern USA folklore.
Okay.
So you have your Mothman, some alligators that I don't know kidnap babies and stuff like that. Like stuff like that. Very kind of grimy, like Louisiana swamp people kind of lore,
Wow. Okay.
which is very cool. You don't kind of have that a lot in video games,
Yeah.
even though it's kind of like I feel like could be an interesting idea. I feel like a lot of the time when you have like mythology, quote unquote, you would go
Mm-hmm.
for like Greek or Norse mythology.
Yeah.
Right, these are like the two winners, but it's actually kind of very cool in a different way. I feel like Greek and Norse mythology are more kind of like you know epic kind of you know s- on like a bigger scale, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
like the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
gods fighting and doing stuff, and this is kind of more like just how folklore or how folklore like permeated people's lives and how they just like these stories have been created, like basically like how any stories are created, but based around the environment that they lived in.
Yeah.
It's very fun. It's kind of a third-person action game. It's very old school. It plays like something you would have played on like PS3, 360 era.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks cute, and the story so far is okay. I mean, I don't really know. You just look for your mom.
Okay.
That's the story, which I guess summarizes most of the games.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
for someone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll talk about it more when I finish it.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I think that's about it then.
Hmm.
Yeah. Again, every week I'm pretty thinking about Boulder's Gate and how I should start it up, and then I'm like, oh, I cannot afford this because I otherwise I will. This will consume every single night productive hour that I have that I need to do
Hmm.
still. But when I'm finally done all the needing to be productive, then I might jump in right away and
Yeah, the final patch came out for the
yes, exactly.
subclasses,
Yeah.
so
Patch 8 also. I saw it also.
there
Yeah.
will there will not be any more new content for the game from now on.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this is it, right?
This
This is the end of.
is pretty much the right time to get familiar. And I was thinking about when I do finally jump in, I want to try some mods
Sure.
because I want to see what the modding community has built for this game, because I
Mhm.
have heard that this game has received a lot of love from the modding community, and yeah, I want to try it out. Something
Oh
next.
yeah, nobody's making mods for what's the name? For fuck, what's the name of that game? For Starfield.
Oh,
So
Starfield.
all
Yeah,
the modders went to make mods for Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah. By the way, will be. Are we gonna be 77 years old when Starfield? Starfield. Oh yeah, Starfield. You said Starfield, not Star Citizen. I was immediately thinking about Star Citizen, because this is a game that technically is still in development, right? And
If I'm not mistaken, I actually read news about this like literally a week or two ago about it having passed another crowdfunding milestone.
yeah, exactly.
So people are still actively spending money on a
Yup,
game that
yup,
may or may not come out.
yup.
So,
How long has it been? Something,
I mean, I guess at this point it would probably like be approaching decade.
Oh, more. I think 12 years maybe, or something.
When did it start?
Start date?
2011. Oh wow, already 14 years.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Pre-production began in 2010. Okay, well,
Yep.
I was way off.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Dude.
It's funny how yeah, Star Citizen has been a thing for like half of my life.
Yeah. This is, yeah, exactly.
In some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I haven't yet touched it, and I haven't yet
I think
interfaced with it.
I
But
think I
it has been
have
a thing.
played some kind of a demo for half an hour or something. I think I
So is this the longest in development game in all time?
Yeah, I was thinking exactly that,
The
because
longest.
this has to be it, probably.
Longest game development.
Unless they started to develop GTA 6 20 years ago.
Okay, so there are 3 games that are kind of up there. Duke Nukem Forever took 14 years and 44 days to come out.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Really?
And at this
14
point,
years. Dear God.
at this point, there are 2 games that have been in development for longer than that. One of which is Beyond Good and Evil 2, which I am aware of, yes.
Wow.
And the other one is something called Gien, which I have no idea what that is.
Gien?
Gien.
Ian. E-A-N?
Kien. It's a Game Boy Advance game that came out in 2024. I have heard about this game. Yeah.
Game Boy Advance.
So it's like a brand new game that came out in 2024, but it's for Game Boy Advance.
What the hell? Dear God. Okay. How do you make a side scroller for 22 years?
It took 22 years to
Wait. Released after 22 years, but I don't know. No.
I mean, yeah.
15 years, I think.
15 years.
Yeah. Wait. Currently holds the record for most delayed video game in history. 22 years.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, but most delayed. Yeah, okay, most delayed. Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Well, so it took at least 22 years to make, right? Okay, well, I don't know
Or
if Star
maybe there was
Citizen
some kind of a
will
like
like a hiatus or
yeah,
something.
yeah, that's what I mean, like a pause or something. But yeah, 22 years, yeah.
Mm,
Dear God.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that like Star Citizen will beat that, but I definitely think it will beat both Duke Nukem Forever
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's
I mean, there is no end in sight,
there
right?
is
There's
yeah,
just
exactly. That's what I mean. There is no news about like yeah, it will be ready in like a year, 2 years maybe or something. There would be already some news stories about it. Because this will be one of the biggest gaming news ever if the development team is saying like this will be soon ready or something.
okay. So the release date estimate for Star Citizen 1.0 has been pushed back already. At this point,
Yeah.
it has been pushed back from 2026, right? So it was estimated to come out in 2026,
yeah.
and we are now in the first half of 2025, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was already confirmed to have been pushed back from 2026
Mhm.
to well beyond 2027.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
So
at this
15
point,
years at least. At least
well,
15 years.
it's already almost right. If it's 2011, so it's been 14 years
Yeah.
in development. So if
Yeah.
it releases in 2027, it will have been like 17-ish years in development. But again, it said well beyond 2027. So that means nothing. It could be like 2035 or something.
Mhm. Yeah. We'll see. All right. Good luck, everybody,
I
I
don't really
guess.
care about it overall, but still kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Interesting little cultural artifact.
yeah. This, as far as I can tell, if this game ever comes out and lives up to the what they basically promised, this will be the most complete, like simulation of a interplanetary transportation game
Mm.
of a cosmos or as a yeah. So it's more like a simulation game, I would say, rather than a video game. At this point, I
Yeah.
would say, just like what's the Microsoft Flight Simulator, something something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's in that realm more than a video game necessarily, as far as I can tell. But again, and there's some you can fight with other players with some ships and stuff, I guess, and there's some video game elements, but it's more like a simulator game. But we'll see.
By the time it comes out, we'll have actual interplanetary transportation
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, exactly.
By the time it comes
Yeah, yeah.
out, okay, Katy Perry will have actually gone to moon.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Or Mars or whatever,
Yeah,
wherever we're going.
yeah. Jeff Bezos lives on Venus or something. Yeah, the All right. I think that's about it from us. It's let's get some rest because it's the 2 hour mark anyway. All right.
Yes.
Lods film. You have been a soldier. Thank you for that. First of all, next week at 6 maybe.
Yeah. I wait. Yeah, I have a day off. Yeah. Next week at 6.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
Hopefully, we'll both be recovered by then.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I will be okay.
Now we need to go offline and get in touch with our lawyers to to see how we can pressure the TekTok.
Yeah. Ah, yes, exactly.
From that.
Yeah. That one episode that they did.
Yeah, we have to take action. Otherwise, it's just
we
gonna
have to
get out of
file.
control.
We have to file a patent first of all in this country.
Yeah.
Then we have to extend the patent into other countries, and then we can go after them or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works even, but yeah. Make a copyright strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they use the same name. That's it.
Yeah. It's true. All rights reserved.
Oh my.
TekTok 2025 Incorporated.
Okay, but loads of film. If you can't be here next Monday at 6 p.m., then you're gonna watch the.
How dare you?
You're gonna watch the non-live, right? The video on demand, the VOD. They had the same person also. Yeah. They had that. Yeah. Exactly. We will file the. Yes, exactly. How dare they? Our copyright strike. They're using our person or something.
Yeah. It's like what's the code? When you what's it called?
They're using our doppelganger.
Identity theft. There you go.
Yeah.
Their identity.
I'm filing my doppelganger copyright strike. Yes. Anyway.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. Good night.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, Lotsfilm. Thank you for hanging out. Hugs and kisses. something.